Living like a Swiss legend, Federer continues to be the most recognizable force in the world of tennis. But when he's not crushing the opponents with his mighty backhand, he's likely driving his supercars, riding in the ocean on a massive yacht, or kicking it as a father of four. Despite being one of the richest and most celebrated athletes in the world, Roger Federer has remained remarkably down to earth. He doesn't chase headlines, throw wild parties, or flood social media with his wealth. Instead, he chooses a quieter life rooted in family, nature, and the peace of the Swiss Alps. Even during his prime, with millions watching his every move, Federer stayed grounded. He never lost that humble edge. The boy from Basel who hated losing but loved every moment on the court. He carried that spirit with him through 20 Grand Slam titles, countless interviews, and decades in the spotlight. A major part of that balance came from Mirka, his wife and lifelong partner. The two met at the 2000 Sydney Olympics, both representing Switzerland. Their bond has been rock solid ever since. Together, they've built a life focused not on fame or fortune, but on love, loyalty, and lasting memories far beyond the tennis world. Funny thing, he kissed her after losing twice, but that's Federer. He found his biggest win in love, not trophies. He once admitted that the best day of his life wasn't winning Wimbledon or becoming world #1. It was meeting Mirka. She was a tennis player too, once ranked in the WTA top 100, but when injuries cut her career short, she didn't walk away from the sport. She stayed by Roger's side. Mirka became his PR manager, travel partner, and biggest supporter, sacrificing her ambitions to help build his. In 2009, they tied the knot in a quiet, private ceremony in Basel, surrounded by close friends and family. Since then, they've barely spent a day apart. Mirka has been in the stands for nearly every major match, often with their kids in tow. In a world where celebrity couples come and go, Roger and Mirka's story is rare. It's not just about love, it's about loyalty, partnership, and choosing each other every single day. What's tougher than facing Djokovic, Nadal, or Murray in a Grand Slam final, according to Roger Federer, raising two sets of twins? Mila and Charlene arrived in 2009, followed by Leo and Lenny in 2014. Federer often calls their births a miracle, and by 2025, they're growing up fast enough to start challenging their dad in backyard games and morning debates. These days, Roger's toughest matches don't take place on a tennis court. They happen at home, navigating sibling squabbles, helping with homework, and being on time for school drop-offs. He's traded press conferences for parent-teacher meetings and post-match interviews for bedtime stories. Yet Federer wouldn't have it any other way. He says that fatherhood, like tennis, teaches patience, resilience, and adaptability. And let's be honest, being coached by a 20-time Grand Slam champion before breakfast, that's got to be both terrifying and amazing. For Roger, the legacy continues, not through trophies, but through four little champions of his own. Nestled in the serene embrace of the Swiss mountains, Roger Federer's home is far from a flashy Hollywood-style mansion. Instead, it's a beautifully designed lakeside villa that perfectly blends elegance with comfort. With panoramic views of Lake Zurich, warm wooden interiors, and large windows that let nature pour in, the house reflects everything Federer values: privacy, simplicity, and peace. But make no mistake, it still has its luxuries. There's a private tennis court where Federer still hits balls for fun, a heated infinity pool overlooking the water, and an underground garage for his refined collection of Mercedes-Benz cars. There's also ample outdoor space for his four kids to explore and play, which was one of the main reasons he designed it the way he did. The vibe, calm, cozy, and unmistakably Swiss, down to the precision architecture and minimalist design. Federer didn't build this house to impress the world. He built it as a sanctuary to stay grounded, raise his family, and finally enjoy the slow life. Unlike many superstar athletes who treat car collections like sneaker drops, Roger Federer takes a more refined approach. He's not chasing flashy exotics or Instagram clout. Instead, his taste leans toward timeless sophistication. His daily go-to? The Mercedes-Benz S-Class, a car that, like Federer, embodies smooth performance and quiet prestige. He also owns a Mercedes G-Wagon for family drives and a couple of powerful AMG models for when he wants a bit more muscle under the hood. But don't expect him to roll up in a neon Lamborghini or a hyper-customized sports car. His garage, much like his playing style, reflects calm precision, understated confidence, and effortless elegance. Every vehicle is a statement, not of wealth, but of taste. For Federer, driving isn't about turning heads. It's about enjoying the journey with grace. In many ways, his card choices mirror the man himself, composed, thoughtful, and always moving with intention. By 2025, Federer's net worth will be comfortably over $600 million. And no, it's not just prize money. His sponsorship game is elite. His 10-year deal with Uniqlo alone was worth $300 million. Add Rolex, Mercedes-Benz, Moet & Chandon, Wilson, and others, it's no surprise Forbes called him the perfect brand ambassador. But Federer wasn't just cashing checks. He was picky. He didn't want to promote what he didn't believe in. Even his business choices were graceful. He chose legacy over noise. Roger Federer's career was surprisingly scandal-free.
Hi, Mr. Federer. My name is Zizou. Can you please continue to play for 8-9 years so that I can play you when I turn pro?
I'll make sure that make that come back for you.
Is that a promise?
Pinky promise.
Zizou, right? If you could just take a seat here.
He knew my name.
Talk about VIP. What the?
Do you follow me? What a surprise, huh? All the young people watching you playing finally against a worthy opponent. Here is your surprise.
Zizou.
Hi, Mr. Federer.
Nice to see you. We have a promise, right? We gotta play. Are you ready?
No fiery court outbursts, no tabloid drama, no messy lawsuits. But even legends have tiny cracks. His biggest controversy? Scheduling preferences. Critics claimed Federer got the best match times at major tournaments, especially Wimbledon. Some even hinted at favoritism. Another minor debate came when he remained quiet on major political issues. Some fans wanted him to speak out more, but Federer chose class over conflict. He said, "I'm a tennis player, not a politician." In a world that thrives on outrage, his silence was refreshing. Behind the scenes, Roger Federer has been quietly transforming lives in a way that's even more powerful than his legendary backhand. Through his Roger Federer Foundation, he's helped over 2 million children gain access to quality education across Africa and his home country, Switzerland. But Federer isn't just a figurehead, he's hands-on. He travels to remote villages, visits classrooms, speaks with teachers, and tracks the real, on-the-ground progress of the programs his foundation supports. His guiding motto is simple yet profound: empowering through education. Since its launch, the foundation has invested over $50 million into long-term educational initiatives, especially in underserved regions like Malawi, Namibia, Zambia, and South Africa. The goal isn't just short-term help, it's sustainable change. Even in retirement, Federer says this mission is what truly fuels him, not the trophies, not the spotlight, but the quiet, life-changing work of giving children a future filled with opportunity, dignity, and hope. Roger Federer officially retired in 2022, closing the curtain on one of tennis's greatest careers with tears, a standing ovation, and a moment that went viral: Rafael Nadal holding his hand during his emotional farewell. It was more than an ending, it was a celebration of legacy, friendship, and greatness. Since then, Federer's post-retirement life has been calm, balanced, and deeply fulfilling. He now enjoys quiet mornings, makes breakfast for his family, and personally drives his kids to school. Though the competitive fire is gone, he still hits the court, not to train or win titles, but simply for the love of the game. Beyond tennis, Federer is fully embracing life. He's a major investor in On Running, attending fashion events, and getting involved in product design and branding. He's also passionate about growing the sport at the grassroots level through the Roger Federer Foundation. For Federer, retirement isn't about slowing down, it's about living on his terms. Federer's legacy isn't just numbers, it's how he played, with elegance, grace, and that impossible forehand slice. He changed the way tennis felt. It wasn't power, it was poetry. He made fans cry, opponents smile, and kids believe. In 2025, he's not just remembered, he's revered. Players copy his technique, fans still wear his RF cap, and ask anyone, Nadal, Djokovic, even new kids like Alcaraz, they all say the same: there's tennis before Roger and tennis after Roger. His style, his manners, and his sportsmanship, they built a blueprint, not just for athletes, but for anyone chasing greatness without losing kindness. Roger Federer's life in 2025 isn't about flash, it's family, peace, legacy, and giving back. From court royalty to devoted dad, he proves you don't need to be loud to be legendary. If you enjoyed this peek into his world, like, comment, and subscribe for more iconic journeys. See you next time.